The FNCS Major 2 play-ins just happened, and there is already a massive problem. Peterbot has one of the strongest mythics in the game, which puts every other team at a major disadvantage. So today we're going to be breaking down why this has become an issue for the other teams in this FNCS, and whether anyone is going to put a stop to this and how. So Peterbot is landing at Sinister Strip. We see him here with Pollo. And this is during the play-ins, so it's not really a 100-player closed lobby. Obviously, they qualified, and they are dropping here for the Mythic Assault Rifle. Look at Peterbot get a quick cleanup on these players. They looked so completely lost. I can't believe those are competitive players. So right here, we see Peterbot go for the Mythic Assault Rifle. All he has to do is come up to this NPC right here, the Harley Quinn NPC, and challenge her to a 1v1. It's a very quick, easy 1v1. And once you defeat her, you're guaranteed the Mythic Warforged AR, which, by the way, works a little bit differently than the other regular Warforged. It's not just Mythic, which means it does more damage, faster reload, and all that stuff. It actually shoots faster the longer you shoot it. On top of that, it seems like Pollo grabbed the Mythic Pistol, which has a chance to spawn here as well. So Mythic AR plus Mythic Pistols. And you guys know that Peterbot and Pollo, they obviously dominate even when there aren't mythics in the game. But the last time there were powerful mythics and medallions in the game was in Chapter 5. And Peterbot and Pollo were able to win every single cash cup. We see Peterbot pushing right here with the pistol, Pollo with the AR, and they get a quick, easy wipe with these mythic weapons. Already a legendary shotgun, mythic pistol in hand. Pollo also legendary shotgun, mythic AR in hand. They've got the movement, and now all they have to do is run around and just destroy this entire lobby, which is exactly what they're about to do, by the way. Peterbot and Pollo end up eliminating almost 40 players. Peterbot jumps in, takes a little bit of damage. This guy jumps in. They're going to get cleaned up. Look at these edits coming in from Peterbot. That guy's lucky to be alive. He knew that Peterbot was a little bit weak, but it's not going to matter. This pistol that he has actually has some pretty serious structure damage as well. The thing about this pistol is it's not full auto, so you have to like spam left click. But if you're fast with that, it pretty much feels like it's full auto. So already 6 eliminations on the board for this team. Like I said, back in Chapter 5, they had the mythics and the medallions, and they completely dominated Chapter 5. So after day 1 of the play-ins, Peterbot and Pollo had so many points, they did not even need to play in day number 2, and they still would have qualified. Clicks and Rapid ended up finishing in 2nd place with 606 points after playing all 11 games. But Peterbot and Pollo had 734 points, finishing in 1st place after only playing 9 out of their 11 matches. They averaged 22 eliminations per game. 22. And the next highest average eliminations came from Cold and Ritual, and you know Cold's gonna frag out. But the second highest average elim was only 13.6 from Cold and Ritual. 13.6, 22 per game. They finished first 4 different times, with each win having almost 30 eliminations. This is really giving me flashbacks to Chapter 5, when Pollo and Peterbot absolutely dominated. And the reason why they get these mythics, especially on North America, is players do not want to contest Peterbot. Peterbot already qualified for globals with Pollo. They've already secured their global qualification. So at this point, they're just playing for the love of the game and some extra cash prize pool. They're not actually competing for a global spot. Some players still are trying to secure their global spot, which means they don't want to risk losing it by contesting Peterbot. And we've seen the lengths that Peterbot and Pollo will go to stop players from contesting them. They went from initially claiming all of Battlewoods, including the split drop for the Mythic Pistol, and then now they are claiming all of Sinister Strip and the split drop for the Mythic Warforged AR. These other teams are just letting them have whatever POI they want. No one wants to contest them and ruin their chances. They obviously ended up qualifying easily through the play-ins, and now they're going to be playing in heat number 3, which is so stacked that it's pretty much a grand finals lobby. You've got people like Clicks and Rapid in this heat, Veno and Agers, Kingling Craze, Kanata Sphinx, Higgs and Curve, Reek Cooper, and so much more. Some of these guys have already qualified for globals as well, so it's going to be a very reckless lobby. Peterbot is looking for this guy who's just sitting still. Peterbot actually ends up buying the scanner, throws it down, and that's all he's going to need to get the scan on this player. Very smart, knowing that he was hiding here. This player is now running for his life. Easy elimination. Now, Veno and Agers are actually dropping at Sinister Strip. They were initially dropping there, and they were contested by Bucky and Cam, but they ended up leaving. So it's possible we're going to see Veno versus Peterbot off spawn, which also could mean that Veno might throw away his chances at a global qualifying spots. And during the heat scrims, Peterbot and Veno actually went face-to-face off spawn. Peterbot ended up winning 7 times and Veno ended up winning twice. So 7-2 ratio. That is not a good look for Veno and his duo. If it doesn't get any better, it's not going to be worth contesting Peter and Poyo. Now, here's the qualification format from heats to grands. There's 15 spots up for grabs in each heat of NA Central. 5 teams automatically qualify from Victory Royale. So if you win a game during heats, you automatically qualify. Then the top 10 placements qualify through consistency and points. And then if you still didn't qualify from that, the last chance qualifiers will have 5 games where the winners from each game will make it to grand finals. So Peterbot and Poyo are not just a problem for this FNCS. They also have a huge impact on the entire competitive scene. Let me explain. A lot of up-and-coming players are starting to play tournaments just like Peterbot does. These younger players have what we call Peterbot syndrome. All they do is W key and take on impossible fights because they don't respect their opponents and they cannot accept second place. It's like when every single kid starts shooting nothing but threes in basketball, trying to play like Steph Curry, but they didn't have the hours or practice to actually make those shots. Overall, I think having a dominant player like Peterbot is good for Fortnite since it motivates players to get better at the game. But some of them try to mimic his play style without the skill to back it up, and it backfires terribly. So Peterbot and Poyo already have 13 elims in this game. They're approaching the mid game right now, and like I said, they end up finishing with 38 eliminations, which is kind of ridiculous for FNCS, but they don't end up winning this game. They actually kind of choked at the end and got second place. So I kind of want to see how they managed to do that while still having 38 elims. Now, if you guys did not know, this pistol has a chance to like throw the magazine while reloading, and it does like, I think it does like 10 damage or 30 damage. I'm not entirely sure. And it kind of like auto hits the player that you're aiming at. So as long as there isn't a wall in between them, I think it's like some free damage. So 17 elims. The elims are kind of split between Peterbot and Poyo. Poyo doing his part after having a really insane performance at the FNCS Summit. Look how fast Peterbot shoots this pistol. It's not fully automatic. Oh my God. The aim, he just stopped building right there. Just went all in. Double kill right there for Peter. 11 eliminations for Peter, 8 for Poyo. All right, we're jumping to the end game. Peterbot eliminates that guy out the sky. They're going to shockwave over, grab the refresh. Now, remember, there is a mythic pistol north of Battlewoods, but it's not going to be as strong as this pistol or the Warforged assault rifle, especially for tournament play. It's still pretty good, though. Other teams will have the opportunity to get it. But as you can see, this pistol right here is disgusting. Peterbot is showing us just how to actually use it. Right there, Poyo picks up that guy out. Everyone just flying through the sky is in serious trouble with this double mythic combination. If they both shoot the same player, it's a guaranteed kill. There's the rotation. Dude, Peterbot, he just runs up on the wall. These guys are just dropping down. They're not even trying to edit and shoot back. They're terrified. Oh, they have 23 elims. They're going to finish with 38. So they're going to kill most of these remaining players here. Oh my God. They're actually going to jump. Are they going to jump across to that team? There's no way. Oh, they are. Oh my God. Peterbot almost went down right there. That was kind of a crazy play. He's not slowing down either. He's just going straight up. He's got to be careful. These guys that hit him for flesh might try to jump up on him. Bro, The confidence to make that play that they just did is insane. It almost backfired. Oh, that guy's dead. 100%. Pollo is cleaning up with the pistol or with the AR. Peterbot is looking for a refresh. And he just finds it so effortlessly. Oh, I remember this guy. OMG. Me too. I played with him in one of the NFL streamer tournaments. And he just got fried by Peter, but not enough to kill him. Or maybe Pollo. Yeah, no, not. He's still alive. Peterbot's playing a little bit reckless right now. You see this? Like, he's kind of moving crazy. Pollo's gonna drop him some materials. 120 wood. 250 wood. 120 metal. Peterbot still needs some refreshes. He sees these players up in storm. He's gonna try to jump in. He gets in with the pistol, gets the refresh. Now he's max metal, 400 wood. He's gonna give some of that metal to Pollo, who's in charge of keeping this tarp going. Oh my god. It must be so fun to play like this, knowing that these players are so scared of you, they're not gonna try to challenge height. These players have to be aware that it's Peter and Pollo on height. There's OMG Me Too going down. Another refresh for Peter. Duo underneath him. Oh my god, this pistol is crazy. What am I watching? He's gonna go for the refresh on MikeBot. Absolutely insane. He hears players underneath. And he just cleans up. Oh my lordy. It's a fast reload too. It's a pretty quick reload with this pistol. The awareness is actually insane. Peterbot is gonna finish with over 20 eliminations as a solo. Pollo at 13 right now. Another kill for Peter. He's gonna borrow that guy's shockwave. Jumps into this guy's box, gets him one shot. Goes over the top. Looking for the cleanup. Dude, this is insane. He's playing like a madman. Having to go up. Drops right back down. Bro! Yeah, this is giving me chapter 5 flashbacks right now, bro. This is scary, bro. Somebody has to stop him. Veno tried contesting him and lost 7-2. This tree just full boxed Peter. He just got that tree just tried stopping him. That's crazy. How did they lose this? I need to see how they lost this. I think Peter doesn't end up healing here. Oh, Pollo got challenged on height and gets down to 1 HP. They get the kill, but it's not going to be enough. I think Pollo ends up going down here, and it's Peter 1v2. Yeah. 1v2 for Peter. He has the wood, but doesn't have the... Oh, that cone on the shockwave. Oh, this is just unfortunate. He kind of got unlucky there. That shockwave just absolutely ruined his day. Does he almost get them though? 6 builds, not enough. Nice shockwave play from the other player. But 38 eliminations. 38 eliminations for Peterbot and Pollo. That is absolutely insane. Guys, we might have a repeat of Chapter 5 FNCS if no one stops Peterbot and Pollo. Let me know what you think, and don't forget to like and subscribe.